welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to share with you guys a keto recipe, and it's not like fully keto. It does have carbs, but the carbs from vegetables, but you need good carbs anyway. When you're doing keto, I've seen this far too much. I've seen a lot of people say I'm on keto and they eat like 5 eggs and like all this bacon and all this meat. What you need to do is make sure that you're calculating your macros on a special macro app so you can know exactly how much you're supposed to eat, how many calories, how much fat, how much carbs and all that your body needs to be healthy. So make sure you do that before you go on and follow exactly what people do. This is an awesome Keto Albondigas. Who doesn't like Mexican food? Like, everyone loves Mexican food. So if you don't like Mexican food, then this is not the video for you. You need to go watch something else. This is my mom, you know, a lot of the Mexican moms make the albondigas as like on a cold winter day, and you just want this like soup with like vegetables and all this awesomeness. But the original version has rice in it. And we all know in keto you cannot eat rice, okay? And as a sleeper, you cannot eat rice. We are gonna go over all the ingredients that come within this recipe, and I will show you exactly how to make it step by step with everything calculated for you. That's the awesomeness of this video, okay? And another thing, how many people are not trying like all these keto recipes online, like on Instagram and all this, and of course they look delicious, but then you're like, you try to do them, they do not come out like that. They come out disgusting. I've had to play around with some keto recipes and my kids are like, that's keto bread, like almond keto bread, like no, don't ever do that again. So this recipe is foolproof. This recipe is awesome. I've posted it before on my Instagram, on my Snapchat, on Facebook. I wanted to show you guys exactly how to make it. My little prep area. Okay, first of all, I already have a nice big pot, and you need a good sized pot. I used to always have the huge pots back in the day before I had my sleeve, because I would cook these huge, like tremendous meals. And like now I'm like, no, I'm gonna cook smaller, you know, portion everybody's food too. We're all gonna try to get healthier together, okay? And you know, yes, my kids, I have some kids that, you know, they don't like to eat as healthy, but you know what? It's a change, it's a lifestyle change, and we're all working together to get better. What is in here? Okay, real easy. I went to Target and got myself chicken broth. Okay, make sure you look at the ingredients and make sure it's like, it doesn't have any added sugars or anything like that. This one has no added sugars, and I put 1 whole chicken broth, and this is 32 ounces. And then I put 2 more of these. I filled them up again with water. So it's 64 ounces of water that I put in there, plus this, okay? This chicken broth is already gonna give it a ton of flavor. I like the authentic Mexican flavor, and to get that authentic Mexican flavor, y'all know, all my Hispanic peeps that watch this, we know we have to have some consomme or some chicken bouillon. This is what I put into my caldo or my broth, okay? I put 2 tablespoons of this awesomeness chicken flavor bouillon. And let me tell you, if you're not a great cook and you're just like, I can never get nothing to, this is what your life needs. You need some chicken bouillon in your life. This makes everything so much better. I tried it, and to me, it tastes perfect, okay? Because we're gonna season our meats, guys, so the meat is gonna have a whole bunch of flavors. This is gonna be perfect, okay? All right, so here I have my bowl. This bowl, a pound and a half of ground beef, okay? I'm gonna do quite a bit because I want leftovers, okay? I want my family to have some leftovers. I am going to put cauliflower rice. This time I got the lemon and garlic. I always get different ones, and I try different varieties of them. The savory herb is amazing. I love that one. But today I got the lemon and garlic, and I'm just gonna be showing you guys how to do it already. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this to the side because I'm gonna add my seasonings first. Okay, what seasonings do I need? Okay, this one is Sylvia's secret seasoning. I love this seasoning. It's like herby. I am going to put 1 whole tablespoon, and I have it all in here already. A tablespoon of that. Parsley flakes, and you can use whatever brand. A tablespoon of parsley flakes. And then of course I have to have my ground the sea salt or the pink Himalayan or whatever you have on hand. You don't definitely have to get this one. This is garlic and sea salt from Private Collection. And I will also, I did a tablespoon of that in here, okay? And most important, guys, what I need is some garlic powder. A tablespoon of garlic powder, I put it in there as well. What I'm gonna put on my meat, okay? So, as you guys can see, you guys wanna get closer and watch that. So now, another thing. My first ever meal that I cooked for my husband was this meal, albondigas. And poor guy, I remember, I didn't know how to cook, so I thought, hey, how easy is this just to mix the rice in there and make the little balls? And let me tell you, that was a big mistake. First of all, you need something to bind the meat. And so that's what I'm gonna add on here. I'm gonna add 1 egg to bind this meat and make it stick together while it's cooking in there so it doesn't become mush, because that's what my first experience was with albondigas, was it became like oatmeal and it was disgusting. We had to grab the pot, walk outside and dump it in the dumpster because it was disgusting. So don't do what I did. Add this egg in here. Okay, another binder, okay? This, still keto, okay? You need, with the cauliflower rice, it doesn't really stick and expand as good as regular rice, and that's what usually is the binder, the rice and an egg. I like to add just a little bit of almond flour, okay? And I will add that to kind of bind it together, okay? And that is like about a tablespoon of almond flour. And this is the almond flour that I got from Target today. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up with my hands. My hands are washed, but I'll wash them again. And just the thing with this, guys, keto is not supposed to be like difficult. Like, you pretty much wanna stay within your macros, right? Have all that calculated first. That's the most, I would say that's the biggest pain in the butt. If you feel like, oh man, this number is way too small, or I underestimated a number there. I said I weighed 150 and I really weigh 160. That makes a big difference, guys. Put exactly, nobody's gonna see your macros. This is your personal information. So get on there and get true with yourself. If you are true to yourself, then you're gonna have success. We're gonna go ahead, okay, and get nice and dirty here with the meat. And sounds like a good home cooked meal. All right, so I think I got that pretty well done. Okay, another big thing that I was about to forget is mustard. Weird as heck, but my mother-in-law puts it in her albondigas and it makes them amazing. I don't know what it is, but it makes them taste so much better. Around there, okay? Around a tablespoon of mustard. And I will put that in there. Okay, and I am going to, so I have all this meat mixed up, okay? And now I can have my cauliflower rice in there, okay? And I did a whole cup. These little cups, I love them. They're from Pioneer Woman. Here we go. We're just gonna mix this rice, a whole cup, for about 1.5 pounds of ground beef, okay guys? Just remember that. And it's a lot of meat, and I'll eyeball it and see, okay, that might be too much for that little pot, and I might not put the whole thing, I don't know, we'll see. There is your meat mixture that you need, okay? Now it's time for the fun stuff, and this is where the family can get involved. The kids can come and help you. My daughter Evelyn, she loves to come help. She is a cooker and she likes to come make these little balls with me. You want bite-sized meatballs, bite-sized little meatballs, and you go ahead and just make a bunch of them, okay? Okay guys, so I finally got all my meatballs all together. Wash my hands now. So my broth, I want it to be about medium. And over here, I have all the vegetables all cut up and ready to put in there. After I drop all my meatballs, which I'll do that. Put them in here. And be very careful because the water does splatter. So don't like go like this and drop them because you're gonna get burned, okay? Did 9 ounces of each thing, okay? It's a lot of vegetables, right? It's a lot for that little pot. So I'll eyeball it. They do shrink quite a bit, but my family loves the vegetables in there. It makes everything taste so good. This combination of celery and green beans and cabbage and zucchinis, it just makes everything taste so good. So okay, so sorry, after 20 minutes I went ahead and added all my vegetables in here, and this is looking amazingly yummy. I went ahead and added 1/4 of a cup of Hunt sauce just to give it a little bit of color, okay? I'll come in here and stir it occasionally, and my meatballs are staying together, and my vegetables are cooking, and it is just looking amazing. Yummy. Okay guys, so here are the albondigas. This is the texture that I like them and that my family likes them. They like them a little softer like that. I'll turn off my stove, and that's pretty much it. Now the main thing is, everybody tells me, well, how do you know how much to eat? Like how much? I've had a lot of people like ask this, like, well, I make this food, but how do I measure it? There's a bunch of different ways you can do it. You can go through MyFitnessPal app and do your calculations through there, but this is what I do. This is what works for me. So let's say I'm gonna serve my daughter. I put my unit measure at ounces, okay, because I like to measure everything in ounces. This bowl is about 5.4 ounces, okay? So we'll go ahead and add my meat first. If I want 3 ounces of meat, guess what? Or 4 ounces, then I'll just add it until it goes up to 6, 7, 8, 9.4 ounces. There we go. There we go. 9.4. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 meatballs. Okay. So what do I do next? For my vegetables, this is how I calculate my vegetables as well. I'll add my vegetables next. If I want to do 3 ounces of vegetables, of course, like for a sleeve, you're only going to do 2 ounces of meat. And so I would just go up to 2 ounces of meat, and then I would go up 1/4 of a cup of vegetables. I can even grab my little cup and measure it and put my little vegetables in there. But like here, it's 9.4, 10, 11, 12. Let's say they want to do 3. So we'll do 3 ounces of vegetables. Last part of it is I'll go ahead and add the broth, and then just to make it nice and good, just until I want it. So come and zoom over here so they can see this, the broth, okay? And then this is your typical albondigas dish, and it's so good, guys, and healthy. And then here I go with my cheese. If you want to add cheese, if it fits within your macros, because cheese has a lot of calories, like I said. And so if it fits within your macros, then go ahead and add it. And then so that, there we go. I'll go ahead and put it on my fluid ounces again. Of course, I added the broth, so now it's a little bit more. Okay, 19.7. If I just want an ounce of cheese, this is what I do. So I want it to 20.7. That is right there, guys, an ounce of cheese for my cheesy awesomeness of albondigas. So you want to come and zoom over here. You want to look at this. This is really, really good. And you can just add lime or whatever you would like, or some of my kids like sour cream and stuff in it, but I just like it like this, and then some lime. But that is my keto albondigas. Y'all know, if you guys like my videos, make sure you do press like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye.